have we gotten to the news, Robbie, of what the Marlins did?
No,
this
we have not gotten into that. So we're still waiting on Adam Gase to get fired. But Mike Hill, they officially decided not to bring Mike Hill back. I guess they couldn't agree on a new contract, and he is not coming back with the Marlins.
Didn't they want him to demote him?
They wanted him to take a pay cut. I'm pretty sure.
I think they wanted him to take a pay cut. Yeah, like they didn't want to. They didn't want to. You know, he got. I think they just gave Mattingly a new deal, and he wanted a better deal, and they said, all right, well, see ya. I'm surprised. Like, I gotta be honest with you. I was surprised that they kept him on when he got here. I thought
he must be really good.
No, come on. First of all, a lot of people yesterday with some positive things to say about Mike Hill as a guy, as a gem of a man. All this stuff is great. He also has been part of 2 front offices that has traded 2 MVPs and has gotten 0 back.
Okay.
Leroy.
No, okay.
2 MVPs traded, okay? One he was in the front office, one he was the guy. 2 MVPs traded. 0 back. And guys, cheap guys, not guys on big contracts. I'm not counting Stanton. I'm not even counting Stanton. Yelich, Cabrera.
Decisions, right?
Are you the guy? Or you the guy?
Asking.
You the guy or the guy? You know,
Really?
here's the thing that's funny. No. Let me tell you something that's funny. You know, this David Sampson gets on Twitter the other day, right? And he's opining about his days with the Marlins and saying, oh, I can't believe that we had Ozuna, Yelich, and Stanton, and we never won more than 80 games. Should have done more. And then 3 days later is saying, how could Jeter fire Mike Hill? How could Jeter go and take credit for the season that Mike Hill deserves? Oh, which one is it, David? Which one is it? Are you guys disappointments because you couldn't make decisions to put around a generational outfield to win, or is Mike Hill a genius? Which one is it?
Well, here, if you let me finish, Mike Hill had a position in that organization, but I don't think he was making the decisions like everybody thinks.
I think Mike Hill
that's too much of a hands-on. Those guys before now were too much hands-on. And I really do believe that Jeter wants to do more of that stuff. So it wasn't like they didn't like Mike Hill. Maybe it was the money thing, but it had more to do with the fact that I do believe Jeter wants to make more of those decisions.
I don't even know it's a Jeter thing. I don't even think it's a thing that Jeter wants to be more hands-on with the thing. I think it's, first of all, I think David Sampson hates Jeter's guts because Jeter fired his ass.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Well, that goes without saying.
So there's that. But you know, I'm gonna sit here and act like Mike Hill has this pristine resume over his baseball tenure with the Marlins.
Okay,
like, look, they had
assuming. Here, why are you assuming this? You're assuming he had a title, but he had all of the power.
Why? So let me get this straight. So he only gets to harbor the good, but not the bad.
I didn't say either way.
No. I just want to know, like, which one is it? Does he get? If he gets to bask in the good, does he not get blamed for the bad?
What good is he basking in?
Them having a winning year this year, them making the playoffs.
Okay. Here's what I'll say. If he was terrible at what he did with all of the owners and GMs and stuff like that he went through or survived, if he was horrible, he would have been gone a long time ago. So he must be doing something right.
Hold on. Hold on.
What?
They kept a lot of those lackeys around for a while.
Okay.
They did.
All right. So do you think he's no good?
Well, he did have a big contract from Loria. I think gave him a pretty big contract. And Jeter inherited that big contract, and I guess the contract finally expired, and then that's when they parted ways.
Also love the fact that like the anybody from the former regime is giving the Marlins crap on how they treat their general managers, their front office people. The Loria regime, do you know what they did to their general manager? They made him go be the manager. They rubbed his face in pee-pee, and they said, you manage this, Dan Jennings. You made this mess. You, Dan Jennings, you go manage. He goes, I haven't been a manager. I haven't coached anybody since high school. Go manage it, Dan. I know we just gave an extension to Mike Redmond, but you go manage this. So I don't want to hear squadouche from David Sampson or Jeffrey Loria on his gondola about what this front office is doing with their general managers. Please save me this. Save it for me.
Who did we have on? And I asked him, hey, could he manage so bad that he loses both jobs? And they go, no, he'll probably go back to the front office.
No.
Wrong.
No.
He lost all of his jobs.
Oh, what a great way. Oh, yeah. But you're going to tell me how a ownership regime should treat their front office people.
See, my comments had nothing to do with that. My comments were solely based on what do we think of Mike Hill.
Here's what I think of Mike Hill.
Yeah.
Here's what I think of Mike Hill. He has been a part of a front office that has traded 2 generational players on cheap contracts and has gotten zero back, Leroy.
Well,
because Leroy.
Are you saying?
Leroy,
hold on. Are you saying he was the guy that did?
Yes, he was the guy who traded him. Does he have the job? Do you get to be a big boy? Do you have the job or not?
Now, let me ask you a question. Part of the problem with what everybody said about David Sampson and Luria and all these guys, right, is that they were hands-on. Wait, you think Mike Hill signed Wei and Chen?
No, that was a Loria special.
Right.
I didn't mention Wei and Chen, did I?
Okay, but you can't pick and choose.
Sure I can.
Well, you kind of are picking.
You're deciding to put one aspect of the job on Mike Hill and another aspect of it not.
Okay, dude. Okay, fine. If I just put on his resume, you traded Christian Yelich, who had one of the best contracts in sports, and you got nothing.
I mean, Yelich was not a generational.
If I put on your resume, you signed Wei and Chen because I don't know why.
I mean, you kind of are picking and choosing a little bit because you're not mentioning the JT Realmuto trade, getting Sixto Sanchez, or getting the Sandman for the Marcelo Ozuna.
Okay, hold on though, Robbie.
I'm not saying.
First of all, Sixto Sanchez. He's given me 3 games. Okay, he's given me 3. He's given me 3 good baseball games.
We did fly too close to the sun. I admit.
Can players please develop?
Sure they can, but don't think you get to check off Sixto Sanchez as a victory yet. He's pitched 3 good games. So did Chris Volstad.
You telling us not to count our chickens?
Well, you're like, here, I'm not saying he's good or bad. What I'm saying is why do we always assume because a guy has a title, he has all the power?
Oh.
And let's not act like people thought Yelich was going to be this generational player when they traded him.
Oh, get out of here. All anybody ever said was...
I thought he was going to be a singles hitter.
Everybody said Christian Yelich has one of the best contracts in baseball. Known thing, even after the Baby Deer stuff.
Did anybody think he was an MVP?
All I knew was...
Did anybody think he was an MVP?
Leroy, you didn't get a major leaguer back for him.
Boy Wonder did it too.
He's going to be an MVP, Tobin.
I mean,
Leroy,
205.
You didn't get Leroy. I didn't think he was going to MVP, but he did. Right. But he was renowned as having one of the best contracts in the sport, and you didn't get a major leaguer for him.
Okay, well, technically,
you didn't get a major leaguer for him. No, Robbie, you got a backup outfielder, a guy who steals bases, a guy who quit on the team, and a meatball thrower. Okay. And if you don't want, hey, you guys all of a sudden, you guys want me to forget that he was like Bindfest Robin to Bindfest Batman for all these years. Okay, if you want me to forget that he traded a generational slugger in Miguel Cabrera for nothing, okay, fine. You guys can forget about that. I won't. But I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here.
Mike Hill did that too?
Yeah, he did. He was there.
Tobin. You're missing the point.
What was he doing? Just getting scones for everybody?
I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but I'm saying I have a hard time believing that David Sampson and Jeffrey Lurie were giving him that power and telling him to do what he needed to do. They were so hands-on, and I gave you an example and you blew right by it.
Okay, then why Sampson so upset? If Sampson's the one making all the decisions,
why is Sampson so upset? You said it. This is a Jeter thing.
Then shut up. Just shut up, Sampson. Put your thumbs away.
We're having a Mike Hill conversation.
I've already given you Mike Hill. I've given you what he's done.
No,
Bupkis.
Oh my goodness. All right, man, you are just.
I'm a Denbo guy.
No,
I'm a Denbo guy.
You
don't like dogs?
You have literally...
They don't have a place in the game, Robbie.
Do you understand? Do you understand if Mike Hill with this bad at his job, as you say, he would not have survived this long.
Oh, Leroy, as long as if you turn a blind eye to Loria's craziness, he's probably just like, all you got to do, we've seen him time and time again.
All right.
If you enable the Loria crazy, you stick around.
Okay.
If you question it, then your ass is fired. So who are the guys always questioning it? The managers, Girardi, Redmond, Guillen, all questioning it. They're fired. Right. The GMs, maybe Dan Jennings every now and then. They're like, you know what, Dan Jennings? You go manage it. Hell out of here.
Donuts.
Somebody said, first of all, Leroy, that cop was an all-state linebacker from Texas, so that don't count. That fat-ass cop did not look like an all-state donut eater. He was chunky.